guys, what's up? My name is Cassidy and I have not made a YouTube video in like years, but I thought it would be really fun to make a channel and just talk about fun things I find interesting and also talk about kind of my whole transformation I've gone through recently. I've recently become a wellness coach, and that was literally because about 7 or 8 months ago I started learning so many just new different things, new concepts about mindfulness and consciousness and just mindset, like psychology stuff. And it has completely transformed my life, and I've become such a more positive, happy, fulfilled person because of all these things I've learned. So I wanted a place where I could share this with other people to maybe help them too, and yeah, just have conversations about fun stuff. So this video, I wanted to share my journey to how I actually started living a healthy lifestyle after years of not being able to stick to something for long term, I guess you could say. So just a little backstory. I've always been into health and fitness. I've always played sports or, enjoyed exercise, going to the gym, that kind of stuff. And I've always kind of knew what to eat to be healthy, and I've enjoyed cooking healthy meals and whatever. But when I would, tell myself, okay, I'm gonna stick to a healthy plan for a month and eat this way, exercise this way, it never would work out. The first week or two I'd be super motivated, super upbeat, yeah, let's go do this. And then after that, you slack off and then the cycle continues. And I know a lot of people can relate to this, so that's why I wanted to make this video first, to just give my little story and just a little bit of advice on this whole concept, because I was somebody who already even enjoyed being healthy and being fit, and I couldn't even stick to a health and fitness plan for more than a few weeks. And the things I was planning on doing were healthy and were realistic goals. They weren't like completely out of the question, like no one, unrealistic, like I couldn't actually do those things. I could do them, and I enjoyed doing those things, and I still couldn't stick to it. So in very simple terms, the thing I realized was it is about your subconscious mind. That is the part of your mind that controls absolutely everything you see and everything you do in your reality. So this is not about motivation or willpower or discipline or something like that. Those things sometimes help this process, but I don't believe that they can be counted on. Like, it's great to feel motivated. That can maybe give you that little extra push, and it's good to feel excited to maybe start a new workout program and have that little bit of motivation at first. But motivation runs out, willpower runs out. It's literally been studied and proven that willpower gets depleted over even a day span. So it's not something you can count on. It's great to have, it's helpful, but those things you can't count on. What you can count on is the way you control how your mind works. And typically we don't even know how our mind works because, again, like I said, your subconscious mind, meaning the unconscious part of you, and unconscious meaning you are not aware of it, you're not conscious of it, is the thing that controls your actions, controls your feelings, controls what you do and what you see in your life. So how do I even, start with how to kind of correct this? I guess the first thing that has helped me so much is understanding mindfulness and trying to do more mindful practices. That gives you an idea of what's going on in your subconscious mind, because you can't really change what's in there unless you know that it's there. You bring it up to the surface, you make it conscious. So for me, one of the things I realized, and this was through weeks and weeks of kind of being with myself, meditating, doing mindfulness practices, and you don't have to be some like crazy spiritual person or meditate for hours on end. This can literally start with 3 to 5 minutes a day of just sitting and focusing on your breath or something like that. And you'd be surprised at how much you get to know yourself and how just more calm you become in that way. And I mean, this isn't about being calm per se, but that helped me recognize what was going on in my subconscious mind. So for me personally, I realized that the problem wasn't that I didn't have enough motivation or I didn't want to be healthy or fit enough. We all want that, and whether you have the motivation or not, that's not really the issue here. I realized, okay, if it's not these things, then what is going on in my subconscious mind that's like, stopping me, inhibiting me from doing this, like living this healthy lifestyle that I want to live. And from doing these mindfulness practices, I realized it was that I felt that since I had never seen these things happen before, since I had fallen off of a health and fitness plan before, I subconsciously believed that it would never happen because I never saw it happen. I had this kind of deep-rooted belief that if I hadn't seen it happen yet, it's never going to. And again, this may be something different for every person. You may have another subconscious belief that's limiting you from doing this. So it could be you feel unworthy of being healthy, or no one in your family is healthy, so you don't believe that you can be, or something like that. You have to figure that part out for yourself. But I recognized that, and then once I was aware of like the fact that, oh no, this still could happen, even though I've never seen it before. Why am I thinking that? Why would I subconsciously be thinking that, Then it was easier for me to understand and kind of work through these kind of thoughts I would feel myself having, that would go along with that deep-rooted subconscious belief, or well, now conscious, but used to be subconscious. I would recognize these thoughts that would kind of align with that negative belief, and I'd be like, all right, I don't want to be feeling that way. And it was just so much more helpful to be aware of what I was actually thinking and what was actually driving my life and my actions. So that's the first step, I think, to any of this, is not to try to be motivated, not to just try to be happy. Know what's going on in your mind. And that is a hard thing to do. I'm not going to sit here and say, yeah, just go find out tonight what's going on in your subconscious mind. But that is the first step. And again, a way to do this is through different mindfulness practices, through meditation or yoga or journaling. Yeah, that's a big tip. And then I wrote down a few other things to kind of mention. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to say, because I want to keep this video kind of short, is I had this realization that, or not really, I learned, I guess, through just the things I was reading and watching and whatever, that you truly have to feel the way you want to feel before something happens that you believe will make you feel that way. Let me explain. I don't know if that made sense. So we all think that once we reach a certain point, we're going to feel a certain way. Like a good example is, oh, once I have a bunch of money, I'll be able to be happy and feel secure and feel good, be happy. Or once I get this certain body type that I want, then I can be happy, then I can feel confident. And it's actually the other way around. It's about feeling confident, and then those things come to you. It's about feeling happy, and then those things come to you. And this is a hard concept to wrap your head around and to actually implement in your life, because we are so kind of focused on external things, and it's really hard to come back and like feel a certain way we want to feel, since we believe that these other things are going to make us feel that way. But what I've realized is nothing outside of you will make you feel happy. Nothing. And that's something I am still learning, because there's certain things where I'm like, I want that. And I'm trying to think, why do I want that? Oh, because I think it'll make me feel happy, when it literally doesn't. So for me, with being healthy and fit, one of the things I thought would happen was I'll be able to be confident in my own body and love the way that I look. And that, I mean, I didn't know it at the time, but that was making me just so insecure. I was like basically waiting to feel good about myself and love myself until I, reached a certain body type or whatever. And I know a lot of people do that kind of same sort of thing. And I don't know when, I guess, the realization was, but it was, years after this happening, a cycle of just insecurity and feeling not confident in my own skin and feeling like, oh, I want to be better. I want to look this way. Then I can be happy. I finally got so fed up with that. It was about a year ago. I was like, I don't want to feel this way anymore. This is sucky to just feel insecure and like that I'm not beautiful or whatever all the time. And so one day I literally just said, like, I cannot feel this way anymore. I'm done. I'm just gonna be confident. I don't even care. I don't care what people think about me. I don't care what people say or look at me. Like, I don't care how I look at myself. I am just going to be confident. And I mean, this sounds crazy, but literally, like, days, maybe weeks, I can't remember the exact time, but it was literally like days after that, I randomly started just having kind of a want to be healthy, and it didn't stem from this insecure place. It stemmed from me just, oh, I want to eat healthy food today and I feel like moving my body more, and it just came kind of naturally. And all of a sudden I was like reaching all of my fitness goals I had. I was sticking to workouts and sticking to eating good, and I wasn't binge eating because I had a huge problem with binge eating for years of my life. It was just all of a sudden all these things were happening, and I started looking the way I used to want to look. And it was the weirdest thing because I realized after that experience that literally proved to me that, wow, my confidence brought these things to me. It wasn't the other way around. It wasn't where I can't be confident until these things happen. It was the other way around. And let me just point out here too that once I did reach those goals, once I did look a certain way that I was wanting to for years or whatever, it didn't make me happier. It really didn't. It didn't make me more confident. And that's a hard pill to swallow, but confidence seriously comes from within. It does not matter how you look or what you have. It's literally from within. I realized after reaching these goals and having definition in my body and different things that I had wanted for a while, I wasn't happier. I was just happy because I was already happy and I was already confident, and I made that choice before I reached these goals. So that was a little bit of a rant. Sorry. Basically the point here is that everything truly does come from within, and this is something I'm going to be talking about a ton on this channel, so this was kind of just a brief explanation of this because there's so much that goes into it. I could make a whole video just on this topic, talk for hours about it, but the key takeaways here, I'd say, are to really get to know what's going on in your own mind. What are you telling yourself? What thoughts are you having on a regular basis? Because that's your subconscious mind coming through, and that's what controls your whole life. And realizing that if you are searching for a certain feeling from something external, that's not gonna come to you. It's not. And it may come to you for a split second, but those things are ego-based, they are external, meaning they are not long-lasting. They are short-lived. So, you know, if you win the lottery tomorrow and you've been wanting money for a while, you might be very excited, very happy, and feel those emotions you thought you were gonna have once you have a lot of money, but they're short-lived. And then you realize you're back in the place you were before you got the money, even after you have the money. So that's just another like little example of that. But to truly try to grasp the idea of not searching for something outside of yourself to feel the ways you want to feel. So yeah, I hope this kind of, I don't know, helped in some way, or just gave you an idea of kind of my little journey, at least with this health and fitness kind of aspect. And yeah, again, on this channel, I'm going to be talking a lot about kind of the ways to do this, because this was very just surface level, like what I did on a foundational level. So stay tuned for more of those. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. And yeah, but I think these are the most helpful things to truly actually sticking to something, to a healthy lifestyle, because that is what you deserve. And it's amazing, and everybody can do it. It is not about motivation. Let me just say that one more time. So Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.